right, so we are here with notable model and now author, Dawn Benjamin. Thank you so much for sitting down with us.
For sure. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So you have had quite a successful modeling career as of now, one being a finalist on America's Next Top Model, which really puts you on the international map. So can you tell us what that experience was like and where it's brought you to where you are today?
Well, the experience on Top Model was like, I tell people it was like model jail.
Oh no.
Like
Okay.
it was a dope experience to be able to take my talent to the next level, but we didn't really have any freedom, like no phones, no nothing. Like it was a lot of like work, like barely any sleep. So it was very stressful, but it was fun at the same time, like in a weird way. Like it was so
Okay.
stressful, but I mean, I'm blessed with the opportunity. Tyra, I look at Tyra like an idol, so I'm beyond blessed with the opportunity.
Do you feel like that really helped you with your career and where you're at now?
Oh yeah, for sure. That definitely gave me the platform I needed to get my name known, to get my face seen, for sure.
That's great. And did you always know that you wanted to have a career in modeling?
Well, the funny thing is, I moved to LA in 2006 to pursue music and acting. Like modeling was never really a goal of mine. So when I went on Top Model, Tyra brought me on as like a rapper that she was gonna transform into a
Wow.
model.
No
Yeah.
way. And so let's talk a little bit about your new book called My Truth. So you wrote this book to help men grow and to help women gain a better understanding of men. So why was this a topic you felt that you could help men?
I think it's a pretty detrimental topic because I went through some things, and as I started to go through it and I started to reach out to other men, for like guidance or input, I realized a lot of the men that I am used to dealing with and I see kind of all go through similar situations, like we all kind of came up a certain way. Most like men that come up in the inner city in a single parent household all kind of come up with similar guidance. And so for me, I kind of just wanted to use my voice in my situations to be that voice for men because I didn't have nobody to really go to. And once I started doing outreach, I found my mentors who had been through it and overcame different temptation struggles and addiction and different things. And so I was like, well, not only could this be therapy for me while I'm growing and learning and reaching new phases of my life, but I can use my experiences for men that may be following me, that may be looking for that information, they can now use it, and even other men out there, like we see celebrities all the time, and we may get a glimpse of the struggles that they deal with, like depression or addiction or couples that get caught cheating, but we don't really get a backstory and we don't get to see how they work through these problems. We don't get to see how people overcome depression or addiction or infidelities. So I kind of wanted to put my situations on paper for people to actually have that to go to.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. And you're right about the celebrity aspect too, is I feel like a lot of times it seems very unrelatable, and as if you have this perfect life. And that's really cool that someone and a man who is struggling can also understand what you've been through and relate to that. And also in your book, you talk about your struggle with discipline. So how did you realize that was something you were struggling with in the first place? And why is the path to discipline so important to address?
I think, discipline is the biggest thing just to be great in life. Like if you don't have discipline, you're going to stray off of every path you try to walk down.
Absolutely.
And so, like I always was disciplined in success, but I think coming up in a single parent household, my mother really never set no rules for me in my house. I kind of was just able to roam free however I wanted, and not saying like she just left me alone, but she just kind of like gave me the freedom of choice, And so growing up like that, and then coming to LA and pursuing my career, and then coming up with a bunch of boys that all came up in single parent households, like we all kind of just made our own rules and we had no real discipline when it came to like living, like we all were hustlers and we all grinded for our work, but we had no real discipline. And so me, like I was about to get married this year, but I never really had a figure of what a marriage or a disciplined couple is supposed to look like, like I never had that couple to look up to. So I needed to go search and be disciplined in that category, because at the end of the day, like you got to be disciplined in every, like you have to sit down and discipline yourself in every category. And a lot of people don't realize that. They're like, oh, well,
Absolutely.
I work hard, but I could be free. So that was one thing that I realized I needed to work on for myself, is
Right.
my discipline in that category.
You do talk a lot about your faith in your book, and I know it's very important to you. So through all your struggles and challenges, has it been hard to maintain your faith?
My faith has been the one thing that has kept me, strong throughout every time I hit a roadblock. It's my faith that keeps me pushing through. I'm just walking in faith now stronger than ever.
Wow.
Like I've always I know a lot of people who are like kind of half in, and I tell people like you can go to church every weekend, but if you in the club Saturday before church and then you hit in the club Monday after church, like it kind of, you're not balancing the right way, and I was kind of living that life where I'm like half in and half out with my faith, but you got to kind of be all in. Otherwise, it doesn't really pay off fully. So.
No, absolutely. Yeah, that's beautiful. And you're also talking about your music career. You're quite the talented rapper. And along with your book, you came out with a new song called My Truth. So why did you feel that it was important to put those words on paper into lyrics?
I just love writing, and I love music, and I feel like we should be able to express ourselves in multiple ways. And so it's like I feel like we're so talented. Why not use all of our talents? Like,
Amazing.
so yeah. I try to find ways to, like, when I'm doing one thing, I try to make it fit in all kinds of ways, So if I'm going to do a book, I want to do some songs that kind of go in line with the book, and give you visuals. I want to give videos. So you feel it in all different ways, Like, yeah. I'm working on the audio book as well right now, for people that don't like to read, because there's a lot of people that don't read.
Yeah. Like in 2020, that's a lot of people. So
yeah. So I think being in the entertainment industry and being our own creative, it's detrimental that we like really capitalize all aspects. A lot of people are so focused on one thing, and they have the opportunity to do multiple things. I really try to take advantage of being able to capitalize in multiple ways.
Right. And also music in general is just such a beautiful way to connect with people. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Music is like the number one inspiration in the world, I feel like.
112%. Absolutely. It's a great escape, but it also can help you deal with something that's actually happening.
Mm-hmm.
So, and what can we expect next from your music career?
I'm working on some new music. I'm hoping to put a record out actually next month.
Okay.
And then I'm working on a project, like a 6-record EP. And it's funny because I moved to LA. In 2006, and I moved out here with one of my cousins from Minnesota, and we were in a rap group, and we printed up some mixtapes, and we would be on Venice Beach every day selling our CDs for $5.
Amazing. Yeah.
And so we had built like this core like little following from just being out everywhere selling our CDs. So we're gonna do like another project just for fun, just to put it out there. So I'm working on that as well. But I love music because I can just be free, and
Really, yeah.
I don't gotta worry about it so much.
That's really, really cool. I'm excited to see that. And on top of your modeling, becoming an author, creative music, you're also growing a merchandise empire. Quite a few brands. You have Drama Free, Benjamin Collection, Don Benjamin hand sanitizer, and the one that I would love to discuss, One Race, Human Race. So what was your passion behind that brand?
Well, it's funny because originally I had t-shirts that just have my name on it for like my core fans, and they went out of stock, and I just never like restocked.
Right.
And so I had people hit me, and they're like, yo, when are you gonna put new merch out? I want some new merch. And so I did the Benjamin collection kind of in line with that. And then it was right around the time that the George Floyd murder had happened, and the world got into like a real touchy place, and I wanted to do something that kind of brought everybody together. And it wasn't like a all lives matter thing, but it was like Black Lives Matter, but we're still one race, And so like for the people that try to pinpoint certain dynamics of it, it's like, no, we're one race. Like, you can understand that and connect with that. So the One Race Human race was kind of just like me kind of trying to bring everybody together. And then Drama Free was kind of in line with that, as like with the Karens and so much drama, and like people are like fighting and going crazy with everybody right now. 2020 has been like the craziest year in human history by far. And like I expected this year to just be like a breeze and be like the year of growth and in a different way.
Yeah,
And
I
it's
was
been
gonna say, I
like
feel like we're
growth.
still growing in a definitely different way.
We've been dealing with like growth through struggle and pain, you
Absolutely.
know?
Yeah.
And so a lot of times we need that. So the drama free was like 2020 is canceled out. So let's like try to coast through to get to 2021 drama free.
Yeah, no, I love that. I love that so
Yeah.
much. And so we know you also have an upcoming film project. So can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah. So the film project, I created this script a few years back with my buddy, and I kind of wanted to like have like a small dynamic of my life, like journey. Originally, I was out here struggling, living with 4 of my buddies in Inglewood in a 1-bedroom apartment, and we were all trying to make it as like actors and musicians. But I ended up blowing up as a model. So in the movie, I play like a struggling model trying to like make it as a big time model. And I end up meeting this girl, and I end up getting her pregnant,
Oh, wow.
and she ends up being a princess in India. And so
Oh,
it's
wow.
like it has like a coming to America dynamic to it,
That's
but like
really
the
cool.
roles reversed.
Great.
So yeah, it's really exciting. I got some good cast involved. I got a good production team involved. So I'm kind of just waiting on the word for us to be able to film with COVID going on.
Okay, so no filming has even started yet.
No, we haven't
Okay,
started yet.
amazing. Because I was gonna ask the release date, but we don't know that part yet.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's
Waiting.
COVID right there. But no, I'm excited to see that. That's really cool. And to end, so what advice would you have for anyone who wants to be up and coming in music, in fashion, author, anything? Just what advice would you have?
Just go for it. I tell people all the time, don't think about it too much. Like if you have an idea, if you want to do something, get up, go for it. Write out your goals of how you're going to make it happen, and just
Mm-hmm.
let the universe work things out for you. If it's meant to be, God is going to put all the pieces you need in place to make it all successful. But I feel like as people, we doubt ourselves too much. We worry. We try to think too far into the future. It's like just worry about today, do all you can for that goal today, and then let tomorrow come.
I love that. Yeah, absolutely. To end, we ask some fun random questions. So on Instagram, you recently tried out some fun female skincare products. Have you found a favorite one?
That's actually the loop masks that I was using.
Yeah.
They're actually really good masks. Like the quality is supreme.
Amazing. So the loop mask.
The loop masks are really good.
Who is your dream artist you'd like to collaborate with?
I would love to collaborate with J. Cole.
I feel like those sounds together would be awesome, actually. That's really awesome.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
And the last one, what is your favorite midnight snack?
Cereal. I think I eat cereal every night.
I love
Lucky
cereal.
Charms, Honey Nut Cheerios.
Yes. What about
Cocoa
Cinnamon Toast
Pebbles.
Crunch?
Oh yeah, I like Cinnamon Toast Crunch too.
Yeah, that's the stuff.
That's a good
awesome.
one.
And where can we get your book?
So my book is available worldwide on Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, iBooks, Kindle, and I also have some signed copies available on my website. It's donbenjamin.com. There's a few signed copies left on there as well.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for meeting us, and everyone go out and get your book, My Truth.
Yes, thank you. Good talking to you.
You as well.